I'm back with another triggering topic. Now, here's another episode of the Preference to Victim Pipeline, the shocking story of Chen Shijun. Now, before I get into this story, I just want to say that I've gathered all of this information from online, so hopefully I'm not mispronouncing anyone's names. And this may also be triggering for some viewers since it is a true crime story. Now, this crime happened back on June 14th, 2021. Now, this Black American man named Shadid Abdul Mateen, who was living in China working as an English teacher, unalived this young woman, Chen Shijun, because she tried to end their relationship. And what's crazy is that this man was married and had a child with another Chinese woman and had lied to Chen about it, which is why she wanted to break up. Now, I went to this man's Facebook page, and although I was disgusted by what I found, I was not surprised. But looking at his profile, he seemed to be on a passport bro type of time, but also a Black man that lives in the world of delusion that I speak of often, where they seem to be unaware of what type of man they truly are. But they've been coddled so much by the women around them that they actually think and believe that they are decent men. Now, I saw this post, which was actually very scary because he posted it 4 days before he committed this horrific act of violence of unaliving against Chen Shijun. Now, he says, if a man roars, he may die. If a man squeaks like a female, he may live. The alpha Black male is in the process of being replaced by men victimized by defeminization. Alpha males are considered a threat. Defeminized men are not a threat. Now, y'all can't tell me hearing that isn't red pill, passport bro type rhetoric. And what's crazy is on his page, I see pictures of his half Asian son that I'm sure that he didn't think about when he was having a grown man temper tantrum because a woman that he was lying to didn't want to be with him and participate in his lies anymore. Not to mention that he was out here stepping out on his Asian wife. And this is honestly what I mean when I say that these dysfunctional, broken men will harm whatever woman that they come in contact with. And it doesn't matter how nice or how submissive these women are or how exotic these women are, because these men are looking for easy targets. Now, these men say that they want these preferences so badly, but all they do is lie to themselves because they say that all they need is a different race to be happy, but they can never make it work with them either. They enact the same type of violence that they enact against Black women right onto these preferences as well. And these men oftentimes are broken men because of their fathers, whether or not they are in the home. Because he posted this on May 2nd, 2021. I had to learn to become a man without my father. I may have known him and lived with him, but he was clearly absent. This is why I stay close to my son, Bilal. And that's really insane to me because if you want to stay close to your son, then why would you risk your freedom by attacking a woman simply because she didn't want to deal with you anymore? Now, as I said earlier, this predator was also an English teacher in China. He met the victim in 2019. He lied to her, told her that he was divorced, and they developed a relationship. Now, she had tried to break up with him, and she tried to break up with him in May 2021 several times, but he always refused her. He always verbally threatened her. Now, he managed to convince her to meet him at a bus stop in June, on June 14th, 2021, and he brought a folding knife with him, and he used that knife to cut her neck repeatedly until she lost the ability to resist and fight. And he kept on using that against her until she passed right there on the spot due to massive blood loss. Now, that is absolutely ridiculous. Now, this man, Shadid Abdul Mateen, was sentenced to death for this crime. And he did attempt to appeal, but that sentence has been upheld. Now, I'm thinking to myself, do you know what type of God complex that you must have to be cheating on your Chinese wife with another Chinese woman, and somehow you're the one who feels wronged? and somehow you feel so wrong that you feel like that you must take it upon yourself to end the life of a young woman who was only 21 because she doesn't want to play your games anymore? You didn't think about your son. You didn't think about your life. You didn't think about what was right or wrong. You didn't think about anything at all. Not to mention that it said on Wikipedia that this man was born in the 1960s, which also means that he was in his 50s preying on this young girl. Disgusting. And honestly, it seems like these men aren't able to self-regulate. They aren't able to control their emotions. They have no sense of right or wrong. They have no respect for women. They're just out here behaving like complete animals. Like they look like human beings on the outside, but inside they are complete animals. And I really wanted to talk about this because I honestly believe that like this actual thought process and behavior and mentality that this man had is actually what is brewing underneath a lot of passport bro type men, a lot of red pill type men, where they have this ideology where they're talking about alpha men this, high value men that. It's really truly frightening how many men are out here that all it will take is the right set of circumstances for them to behave in this exact same manner. Now, when I heard of this story, I felt so terrible for this poor young woman. I truly did. She tried to get away, but he would not allow her to. And this is absolutely horrific. But I also do think that there is something to be learned from this, at least for Black women, that number one, I don't think that any Black woman should feel bad when Black men specifically say that they have preferences, because that is a reflection on him, not you, because they never treat these women good or with any respect or decency. They're simply looking for women to prey on. And number two, these things also just show the true nature of a lot of red pill men and passport bro type men, because there are a million stories of men of all races that seek out foreign women only to harm and abuse them, and they unalive them often. So no one is missing out on men who hold these type of ideologies. Stay away from these type of men. Now, I couldn't find any information as far as if he's been executed yet, but I'll keep you guys posted. Now, if you enjoyed this video, please drop a number 1 in the comments, or if you like for me to do more of these videos in the future, drop a number 1 in the comments. And if you can donate to my Cash App above to help support the channel, that's no problem at all. Just do me a free favor and follow my TikTok and follow me on YouTube. And as always, ladies, I love to hear from you. So please drop your thoughts, comments, and feelings down below.